3 minutes into the broadcast without a shot at Caitlin Clark.
The Unmatched League has already focused on Caitlin Clark, starting a fight in just 2 games. That offers dramatic high stakes. What qualifies Clark as a target, and how will she handle the increasing pressure?
Literally, we go right onto the broadcast, and straight away, Candace Parker. The Rose have the best point guard in the world. The best point guard in the world, Chelsea Gray.
I believe Unrivaled must have forgotten Caitlin Clark existed, or are they now attempting to trash her because she chose not to join their league because they claim to have the best point guard in less than 2 games?
How important has Chelsea been in this matchup for you guys?
Come on, Andy, you know the question for that. You know the answer for that. What do you mean how important? She's our point guard. She's our leader. So come on now, Andy, you know the answer to that. Chelsea's very important to us.
But Caitlin Clark's ascent has brought a new viewpoint on what it means to be the league's top point guard. Since she first appeared on the collegiate basketball scene, people have taken notice of Clark's explosive scoring ability and playmaking abilities.
We heard you got your first recruiting letter in 7th grade. Is this true?
Yeah.
That's insane. Were you playing with high schoolers at this point?
Yeah, it's honestly sad. Like, where college recruitment has kind of gone, it's just insane. But also,
nobody has been able to duplicate what Caitlin did. She improved women's basketball, but these groups continue to disparage her by saying things like Chelsea Gray is the world's best point guard. In fact, she broke NBA records the previous season. Just think of how deadly she will be once she has had enough time to recover.
Folks, 3 straight weeks winning Player of the Week honors as a rookie. This has never been done before. Not only has it never been done before in the WNBA, but Caitlin Clark is now the first rookie in WNBA or NBA history to be named Player of the Week for 3 consecutive weeks. And each week has been more impressive than the last.
The claim made by observers that Gray is the league's top point guard appears to ignore Clark's explosive ascent and her ability to completely redefine the position. Clark is a strong contender for the title of best point guard because of her youthfulness and the sheer energy she brings to the game, which suggests that her ceiling may be higher than anyone else playing right now. The discussion also touches on how the point guard position has changed over time, with traditionalists favoring Gray's traditional style that emphasizes playmaking and leadership.
Caitlin Clark is a superstar. Not a female superstar, she is a superstar. She moves the needle. The WNBA has been looking for someone who moves the needle. The ratings just came in. Caitlin Clark's game on Sunday did a bigger number than Warrior Self.
Although Chelsea Gray's accomplishments and indisputable skill set support her claim to be the league's top point guard, Caitlin Clark's developing talent and potential to exceed even the highest expectations are difficult to ignore. As the argument continues, one thing is certain: the competition between these 2 exceptional players will only elevate the game, giving fans thrilling performances and unforgettable moments. Players like Clark, who challenge the status quo and push the boundaries of what point guards can accomplish, will shape the league's future. The WNBA has been significantly impacted by Caitlin Clark's explosive ascent in the basketball world, with her impact going well beyond the court from the day she made her debut. Because of her amazing talent and captivating demeanor, Clark has captured the attention of audiences and inspired a new generation of basketball fans. Her influence is so great that many people think the WNBA would not have reached its full potential without the introduction of an unmatched league.
Has to do with her. That's how important she is to the league. They might actually, I see the other day, maybe be close, maybe be close to turning a profit for the first time, I don't know, ever, because of Caitlin Clark.
Her deep 3-point shooting has increased the standard for what a player can do at such a young age. Her achievements have set a benchmark for future players and have drawn comparisons to some of the top athletes in the sport, both male and female, because to her court vision and ability to control the game's speed. Clark's brilliance has also contributed to the WNBA's growth and importance. Her games draw a record-breaking attendance, attracting not only DD basketball fanatics, but also casual spectators who are captivated by her style of play. Furthermore, if it weren't for Caitlin Clark's ascent, the Unrivaled League most likely wouldn't even exist. This increase in viewership has given the league more attention, which has increased its appeal to sponsors and broadcasters. The outcome has been an influx of investment and media coverage, further legitimizing and elevating the WNBA in the public's eyes.
Yet another record being broken. Not even record being broken, because you've seen our 5th most watched broadcast since 2001. Every single one of these games has Caitlin Clark in it. Every single one of them. And not only that, it's not just to watch Caitlin Clark. This Indiana Fever team are so fun to watch.
Without Clark's incredible performances and the subsequent increase in the popularity of the sport, such an ambitious venture might not have been able to garner the support and momentum it needed to launch an unmatched league, a concept that seeks to combine the best aspects of international women's basketball into a single powerhouse entity. In addition to reviving the current fan base, Clark has reached a new audience of young people who view her as a pioneer and role model. Clark's impact can also be seen in the reactions of other players and teams. Her supremacy has forced rivals to step up their game, creating a climate of fierce rivalry and constant development. Because of this spirit of competition, the league has become more interesting and unpredictable for spectators, drawing players from all over the world who wish to compete at the greatest level. As a result, the WNBA has developed into a center of innovation and talent.
Shout out to Caitlin Clark. She's a certified bucket. To quote Shaq, I was not familiar with her game. I respect her game. She's a fucking baller. She was pulling up like Steph Curry from deep. But I just got one question. Matt, do you think you can beat Caitlin Clark in one-on-one?
Absolutely not. Nobody here can.
I'm busting her ass. You wild. Shit. You wild, bro.
Dante thinks.
Furthermore, Caitlin Clark has had a profoundly transformative impact on the WNBA. Her skill and influence have not only raised the bar for play, but also established the league as a major player in global basketball. Without her, the creation of an unmatched league might have remained a pipe dream. Generations to come will be impacted by Clark's influence on the WNBA, and her legacy is already being written. Clark recently received a huge offer to join an unmatched basketball league that is eager to become a powerhouse in women's basketball. The league recognized Clark as not only a fantastic player, but also a marketing powerhouse who could represent their brand. In addition to a lucrative contract, they promised to use her star power to shape the league's identity. The idea was straightforward: leverage Caitlin Clark's rising fame to gain unparalleled exposure and attract sponsors and fans alike. However, she refused, and now they claim that Chelsea and other athletes are superior to her.
Caitlin Clark playing in the Unrivaled League is $5 million to play. The market's been set for Caitlin Clark and 3-on-3 basketball, as Ice Cube and the Big Three made an official offer to Caitlin Clark of $5 million to play in the Big Three. I think that's where the price tag is set for Caitlin Clark.
For a brief moment, it appeared as though a young league with audacious goals and a young player ready to rock the basketball world were a match made in heaven. However, Clark's choice to stick to her current course, probably motivated by both loyalty and possibly a faith in the tried and true paths that have been tried and tested by legends before her, was a stunning rejection of unmatched approaches. Following Clark's decision, the story took a significant turn, and they changed their approach to emphasize their current talent by joining Chelsea after losing the chance to capture one of the biggest names. Gray swiftly established himself as the league's finest point guard, a claim that not only seeks to improve their roster standing but also quietly highlights their capacity to draw an elite talent.
So, the saga is finished. After months of anticipation, we have got a clear story. We have got a denial. We have got a definitive, seemingly, answer. Not too long ago, ESPN broke the news that Caitlin Clark is set to not play an Unrivaled. Source:
for superior posture in the long run, Chelsea Gray's selection as their marquee player is a calculated move to keep the momentum going and keep their league in the public eye. Even though Caitlin Clark was a rookie the previous season, She demonstrated an incredible ability to score and assist at an exceptional level, making her one of the most promising young players. Clark's rejection of an unmatched offer and the subsequent selection of Chelsea Gray as the league's top point guard highlight the shifting dynamics in women's basketball. It's a testament to the growing cloud of players like Clark who can command significant offers and make decisions that impact league strategies.
Earlier this week in the WNBA, Caitlin Clark, obviously earlier in the season, she had some growing pains as, heralded rookie coming off an unbelievable career at Iowa. But, oh my God, she has turned it up a notch over the last few weeks. And the other night, she set a new WNBA record with 19 assists.
What's even more amazing about Caitlin Clark's accomplishments is that she did all of this while balancing several roles on the court. As a rookie, she wasn't just a scorer or a passer. She was also a leader who frequently carried the team's burden. Today, she is a coach known for her ability to maximize her players' play potential and her strategic acumen. With White at the helm, Caitlin Clark's game is poised to reach new heights. White has already showered Clark with praise, recognizing her unique qualities and seeing how crucial it is to allow her to focus on her strengths. This season, Clark won't have to play several parts at once. She will have time to relax and improve her abilities further with a well-planned support system and a clear plan.
Discussed communicating with Caitlin Clark and wanting to help mold her into a leader to win multiple championships. And you can see when Stephanie White discusses the team that there is a level of excitement behind what she's saying.
Given her already outstanding debut season, it's difficult to envision exactly how high her peak may be with the correct assistance and rest, so her opponents are both excited and intimidated by the idea of Clark returning stronger and more focused this season.
But she's, I've coached Michael Jordan, I coached Isaiah, I coached Dominique Wilkins. And then with the Dream Team, we had all of them.
Right.
She's of that caliber in the women's game, which is of the highest quality. I love the women's game. What's your approach when you're coaching greatness like that?
Yeah, I think first and foremost, just talking basketball, right? Just having general basketball conversations about what she's watching, what she likes, what are some of the things that what are some of her thoughts from, not just what the Indiana Fever have done, but from the game of basketball in general.
One thing is certain as we anticipate the upcoming season, Caitlin Clark, under the direction of Stephanie White, is clearly on her way to redefining what is possible for a young player in the game. Her rivalry with players like Gray will only increase her motivation to succeed, and with the changes being made to her role, Clark is expected to dazzle even more this year. The basketball world should prepare for Caitlin Clark, who is rested, focused, and prepared to raise her game to previously unheard of heights.
Everybody respects what Caitlin is doing for the W, okay? What she have done is brought different eyes to the W, and the different eyes is Middle America. Now we got this young white girl that played her behind off at Iowa that Middle America fell in love with.
Even though it was subjective, the comment that Chelsea Gray was a better player than Caitlin Clark seemed more like an indirect jab at Clark for declining unmatched opportunities than a serious analysis of her skills. It appeared as though the commentators wanted to diminish her stature in the basketball community as a form of retribution for not fitting their narrative, and it was also disrespectful to Clark. This led to a wider conversation about how to deal with athletes who follow their own path. The disregard for Clark was not viewed as a singular instance, but rather as a component of a broader trend in which athletes, especially women, are frequently closely watched and subjected to harsher criticism when they take charge of their careers.
And it's real damn frustrating when you see someone on a team that shouldn't be on the team. You have Chelsea Gray, who played 9 minutes, was 0 for 2 with 3 assists and 2 turnovers and 1 steal and 1 rebound in 9 minutes. Why is she on this team? Why? What is the reason for having Chelsea Gray on this team? I said it when they made this decision to put her on the team. Remember, they said.
However, Clark maintained her composure and concentration, allowing her on-court performance to speak for itself. Her commitment to her art and her capacity to rise above the cacophony only served to strengthen her bonds with her admirers. What do you think about Chelsea Gray being compared to Caitlin Clark? If you liked it, please leave a like and subscribe. More videos are now available. Caitlin Clark's experience with the Unrivaled League and the subsequent disrespect from some commentators is a powerful example of how the sports world can occasionally react when an athlete defies expectations.